para Muy Agradecido el podcast, capítulo 5, chapter 5. From the Rudy 2 Studios, we have a special guest tonight for Muy Agradecido el podcast. Who is that, Liz?
DJ Insomnia.
Take it away, Ray.
All the other... I'm glad we all came out tonight. I just couldn't wait to share this experience with you, you know? Music is so important to me and you that I'm just glad that we can all just be here tonight and listen to the music, you know?
the rhythm? What's the rhythm? Since we're ready here, I guess we just go. I guess they should've known. Flowers gonna bloom, bloom, bloom. Smoke is gonna rise. Some of the cocoon, I guess they should've.
like this. Rock the party like rock the place, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Rock the party like rock the place, gonna rock the party non-stop like this.
Night skies drifting away. It doesn't matter. Tired eyes falling for days. It doesn't matter. I go back. I lost my way. When lights turn off, we're not the same. And my head is spinning around. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Rock the party non-stop like this. Rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Rock the party like rock the place, gonna rock the party non-stop like this.
Cards on the table, I'm lost in your love. Long as I'm able, I'll never give up. Lose all the labels, I can't get enough. Get enough. Final emotion that I'm letting go. Feel my devotion, give up your control. Feel the moment, I'm lost in the flow. Lost in the flow.
Well, welcome back, and let me just say that set was amazing, bro. Great job, Insomnia.
Thank you.
Great job. There is a couple questions I had because looking at your set, you had you have this jacket that you have on right now that says Insomnia. Tell us a little bit about that whole style that you have going on. That nice chain, you're blinging it out. I like it.
That's just it's just I don't know, man. It's just me. That's who I am. That's like the vest. It's what you got to put on. You got to put on a show for people, you know. If like I've seen a lot of DJs just go back there, nodding their head up. They're playing good music, but they're just nodding their head up and down, man. They're not really giving that energy. Like back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people look for that. Like people in the crowd look for that. So I figured, you know, I'd try something a little bit different, and it fits me. It fits who I am and how I am up there behind the decks. So
it's not about a particular reason. It's a good fit. It makes you stand out, right? It makes you different from the rest of the DJs that you would see like on a persona.
Like that's what I put on. I'm back there. I'm there to give that energy back to the people that you know that come to listen to my music.
No, and I think that's important because DJs nowadays, there's so many. The market has become very inundated with new DJs, which is a great thing. Yeah. But in order to stand out, you need to have something, you know, particular that can make you stand out, right? Something that can that make people notice you from the rest of the people playing their sets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's great. That's great.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. And the set, by the way, great job. when I heard this set and that type of music, I remember you and me spoke about the way it's an influence between, because bass house is different from regular house, right?
Yeah.
So explain to us a little bit about that type of genre that you're playing.
Well, it's almost like you got the house feel to it. So you're at like BPMs. You're at about about 130 BPM, but then you get the drop is like a I want to say like a wonky like dubstep almost sound. So it's kind of like a mixture of those two, man. And I love those. I love those two genres, man. And just them put together is just so sick. And
it's a nice marriage. I like it too.
And yeah, man, like all that music.
It got like more instrumentation to it. Like they call it bass house because like on the bass, it's not just like the regular bass. The bass actually got like melody to it. That's why that's why it makes it different. Like he said, when they put the dubstep kind of into it, man, I like it too, bro. I got all kinds of stuff. Some of those tracks that you play, I do have. So man.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
All right. So before we get back to Hip House Ricky, just tell us a little bit about what else you do aside from DJing.
Okay. Well, just by like looking at me, like you wouldn't be able to tell, but I do like road work. I drive a semi.
Okay.
I drive a dump truck. Yeah, I do paving. I do paving, a lot of like running stone and stuff like that, and a lot of flatbed work. But
okay.
I drive, man.
Is it like very laborious? Like is it backbreaking type of work?
No, it's not. No, I'm in the truck, and all I'm doing is driving, man, all day.
Switching the
all
gears.
Day,
that's it.
Changing gears, man. Hauling ass.
Okay.
Nice.
It's cool, man. I like it. I've been doing it since I got my CDL in 2016. So
So
I've been doing it for that long.
Wow. Okay.
I've done a couple other things on the way.
Yeah.
I did a personal training and shit like that.
Really, personal training too.
Did personal training, calisthenics.
Yeah. Did you also have to certify yourself in order to do personal training?
Supposed to, but I kind of skipped that step.
Well, we'll skip that part. That way nobody knows about that part. Okay. All right, Hip House Ricky. So before we get to your set, I wanted to discuss the way you scratch, because I heard it earlier, and it's almost like hypnotic. Like when you do it, it could last like 2 minutes, but it doesn't feel like 2 minutes. Like how does that technique work? Like how do you even practice a technique like that?
I don't know, man.
Man.
Like I said, the first person I saw, it was Bill scratching. I went home. I tried to practice. The beginning, when I started scratching, it was more house music, fast beat, so I was available to scratch faster, and do it good. Once the years came through,
years.
It's like
never mind. I don't have that patience.
For some reason, I
don't want to try.
Yeah. For some reason, I kind of do fast scratch, but I get tired faster. I'm older.
So
So I kind of slow it down.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it better when it's slow. You'll be available to do more different stuff than when it's actually going faster. I mean, my personal opinion. And when I scratch, man, it's
fucking
it just
dope.
A lot of it's just
dope,
natural.
Yeah, it's sick. Really sick.
Just let me get one thing straight. I know I scratch okay, but I'm not the best scratcher. I say it. There's other DJs out there.
Ricky, but you are good. Man. Like we heard you, and
I respect everybody that scratch, man. And you guys can practice. It's just another different art from the DJ, and I do that a lot because when I started, that was like. It was the beginning kind of it, like the DJ started scratching, DMCs came around. DMCs are like world competitions. They do it in every country, and then they get final one DJ to be the world champion.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for so many years. I like that art, my scratching, like I said, just try with the times. You learn different pads, like when you play the instrument.
Yeah, it's like
you try to do different melodies or tones, and I guess that's what when you say I can scratch for 2 minutes. I don't think I'm doing the exact same move for the whole 2 minutes. I try to jump into different stuff, and that's probably why it sounds different, or that's what I kind of personal.
The beat changes, like, so then your hands start doing different moves.
You have to go with the rhythm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and you go with the rhythm, and then out of the sun,
it's so that's so
the mood helps a lot. If you're in a good mood and stuff, it comes out. If you
and let me just say this, Ricky, and for the audience too, your scratching is really good. Like it's I think it's professional level. No, you got to put more emphasis on that. It is really good. Trust me. So I have a question. When it comes to scratching, is it easier to scratch on a slow type of hip hop beat or on a faster house?
Type of hip hop and the controllers, you kind of have to, like before, like today I didn't have much time to, they need more adjusting when you're trying to do that.
Yeah.
I like it slower, and at home I got turntables, the Technics to 100 vinyl. So when I'm at home, I actually scratching the old way with records, with the mixer, and
are they for sale?
No.
I got $650 for the pair.
Drive up that price. Drive up the price.
You're not gonna believe me in this one. Now they cost $1,000
they
each.
do. Oh yeah.
I tell my friend DJ Manio, what's up, Manny? Saludo.
DJ Manio, what's up?
I tell him, hey Manny, I got a little money now. Help me find some turntables, bro. I want some turntables. I got all my records sitting there, for so many years, and I want to play that shit again. Sorry for the cursing word.
No, that's fine.
And he was available to give me the 2 Techniques, bro, for $750.
Oh man,
2 of them. He bought them. I think he found them on eBay or something like that. But they're used. They're not brand new. But hey, man, they were like almost brand new. The only thing, they didn't have the covers.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Still,
I want the turntable.
You can buy those.
So I was lucky enough to get mine for like $750.
Damn, that's a steal, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I would not get rid of them. I mean, I used to have turntables, and like, he said earlier, for some reasons, mine got destroyed, bro. Like, they were bad, because I'll be taking them to parties every weekend, man, and bombs, they fell. Some parties, people will start fighting, they push the table, and there goes the whole equipment on the floor. Like I say, I've been there, me and him, he knows what I'm talking about. We had done the house parties we started doing house parties with back in the day.
DJing with this dude at a bunch of local spots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Some were great, some were, but stuff happened. But turntables, I like turntables. I also got the CDJs, the Pioneers 850, and from all the digital CDs and controllers that I had tried, bro. Those are the real close ones to the turntable. You can scratch, you can do repeats. They don't lag. They're great.
Wow.
So, I mean, not dissing the controllers. There's some, like I said, you just got to play with it and adjust it. And it's like, since I don't have one, but I'm sure if I will get one, I will be able to play with it and figure it out, more.
I gotta say, that's good info, because I personally I'm always on Facebook Marketplace looking for DJ, equipment. Mm-hmm. And if I see CDJ 850s, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cop them. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So now that we've been talking about your scratching, let's go ahead and go to a break, and we're gonna go ahead and see Hip House Ricky's sets. All right, guys. Enjoy.
DJ Hip House Ricky. Con el permiso, ¿tú coges request? Yo quiero a Bunny. Ponme a Bad Bunny, please. Play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Tú quieres perreo.
Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Toma perreo.
Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Quieres perreo.
Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Toma perreo.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Bien duro.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Pues dale.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Bien duro.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Pues dale.
DJ, con permiso, ¿tú coges request? Yo quiero a Bunny. Ponme a Bad Bunny, please. Play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Quieres perreo.
Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny. Yo quiero Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
Toma perreo.
Yo quiero Bad Bunny, perreo, papi, perreo.
Bien duro.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Pues dale.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Bien duro.
Perreo, papi, perreo.
Pues dale.
DJ, con permiso, ¿tú coges request? Yo quiero a Bunny. Ponme a Bad Bunny, please.
Puerto Rico, mami, ven, mami, ven. Dominicana, mami, ven, mami, ven. Colombiana, mami, ven, mami, ven. La mexicana, mami, ven, mami, ven. Puerto Rico, mami, ven, mami, ven. Dominicana, mami, ven, mami, ven. Colombiana, mami, ven, mami, ven. La mexicana, mami, ven, mami, ven.
Sigue tu camino que sin ti me va mejor. Ahora tengo a otras que me lo hacen mejor. Si antes yo era un hijo de puta, ahora soy peor. Ahora soy peor, ahora soy peor por ti. Sigue tu camino que sin ti me va mejor. Ahora tengo a otras que me lo hacen mejor. Si antes yo era un hijo de puta, ahora soy peor. Ahora soy peor, ahora soy peor por ti. Hoy yo no quiero fumar regular. Tráigame un kush que me haga sentir espectacular. Para celebrar que ya no estás tú para especular. Ni joderme por todos los culos que tengo en el celular. Hoy se bebe y se sale. Ser buen y fiel ya de nada vale. Por mujeres como tú es que dicen que todos los hombres somos iguales. Si no me conoces no me señales. Ya yo me conozco tus males. Como Héctor el padre yo salgo para la calle con tus amigas normales. Yeah. Sigue tu camino que sin ti me va mejor. Ahora tengo a otras que me lo hacen mejor. Si antes yo era un hijo de puta, ahora soy peor. Ahora soy peor, ahora soy peor por ti. Me queda el olor de tu perfume. Tú eres una soy yo calle, eso es lo que nos une. Ella sabe que está bueno, está y no le presume. Si yo fuera tu gato, tuviera una foto los tenis los lunes.
Pa' que todo el mundo vea lo rica que tú estás, que tú estás. Contigo tengo que apretar. Pa' que todo el mundo vea lo rica que tú estás, que tú estás. Contigo tengo que apretar. En la calle ando suelto, pero por ti me quito. Tú me lo pides, yo me porto bonito. Pa' que todo el mundo contigo tengo que apretar. Contigo tengo
pasó. Otro amor que de repente fracasó. En mi cuarto está lloviendo y afuera está el sol. Ay, ay, dime qué pasó. Si fui quien falló, sorry por ser yo. Ay, y no ser el hombre que te merecías. Yo quizás madure, pero en otra vida. Nadie estaba lista para una despedida. Una despedida. Y ahora toca un verano sin ti. La estoy pasando bien, no te voy a mentir. Pero a veces tu nombre no me deja dormir. Pensando en todos los planes que hicimos, pero así fue el destino. Ay.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Muy Agradecido podcast. We just heard Hip House Ricky's set, and let me just say that was amazing. The scratching, everything. I like how it's not just old school. It's new school. You put some Bad Bunny in there. You know the reggaetonista.
Yeah.
And
I like the Bad Bunny.
You like the Bad Bunny?
Yeah. Well, when my son kind of passed away, man, I got lost in everything. And then, you know, music helps you a lot with everything. I love music, bro. Music is
powerful stuff.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for music. That's all I could say.
All of us, yeah.
I started listening first to, I went back, you know, I like house, I like old music, man. I'm a Spanish guy. Hello, buenas tardes a todos los que hablan español. Chévere. Bienvenidos aquí al podcast. Sigan oyéndolo, está bien chévere. Man, I just started looking into YouTube one day and I found this merengue artist and he's called Alahaza. He's from Republican Dominic or República Dominicana. Sorry if I didn't say it right in English. You know, my Spanglish messed up, man.
They got it. They got it, man.
I sound like Tony Montana, chico, you know? Well, I like the lyrics, man, and the merengue, bro. This band is like, I never heard it, like, just like you said with the scratching and the sample. This band, bro, they're the shit. They added more stuff to the merengue, like the newer style, like maybe with the bass house. Yeah. And they made it so interesting. And I started listening to him, you know, and I really got into it. I even made video mixes and mixes of that. And then somehow in the record pool, you know, you get music from everywhere. And, you know, I know everybody started kind of liking Bad Bunny, and you go to the parties and the weddings and, can you play Bad Bunny, please? Can you play Bad Bunny? You know, and I kind of started listening to it, man, because, you know, people requested, and plus at home, you know, in the record pool, you get different stuff that they don't get played actually. Like on the radio, they got more variety.
Yeah, the remixes.
And man, and they got remixes and everything. If you don't like it on reggaeton, you can find it in house, or you can find it on hip hop, you can find it in dubstep, the bass house. You know, I even got some few Bad Bunny, some bass house too. You know, they remix everything these days, anyway. So, and that's how I kind of started liking it, man. I think it kind of makes me forget. Things and the lyrics and, you know, the way he raps and everything, you know. Before I used to like Nicky Jam too. I'll be singing and making mixes of Nicky Jam.
One of your favorite ones, Nicky Jam?
Nice. Yeah, he's actually from Puerto Rico.
So one thing that I noticed when you were DJing was that you had like samples. You had like scratch samples, and you had even samples it was like a lady was saying, I think there was one that said Bad Bunny,
that's
can you play
part
some
of
Bad
the-
Bunny?
yeah.
So that's a different style because there's in modern times many people don't really use the sampler that way, so that's more of like 90s, 2000s type of thing.
Like, that's like he said remix of the newer house with a little bit like the old school mentality.
So
that's what I kind of like that track a lot because it got the housey and then
no, but really, really good. I really, we really enjoyed it.
Okay, I know I messed up in one little part, but
no, it's fine. And next time I'll make sure that we have like a Serato controller or something when you come back on the show.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys. So there's a question that I want to ask the both of you because this is something that every DJ has to go through, and it's their first event or their first party, their first B-Day, their first wedding that they have to DJ to. How did that go for you guys? What happened? What was it? How did it go?
Man.
Let's start with you, Insomnia.
The first party I did, man, was a house party.
A house party.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a house party.
Wait. Are we talking like a party in a house,
like,
or
okay?
Okay.
No, it was a party. It was a party it was a basement.
Okay, it was in the basement. Okay.
Unfinished basement.
Okay. So you kind of had like rave vibes, maybe like industrial.
Yeah. We did plenty of those.
Hauled my techniques. Had my crates of records, man. But it turned out really well. So really well. Like,
were you the only DJ, or were you DJing with other people?
No, there was a couple other DJs that had showed up too.
Okay,
man.
so it was a house party, and then they invited you, and you went in. And were you like in like during the beginning, like the opener, like were you like kind of like closing?
I kind of had the middle set.
Okay, the middle set. All right, kind of like prime
just because like a lot of the stuff that I still play it every now and then, but it was hard style. Yeah, that's
hard style. Okay,
yeah, it was hard style. I got into that. Like
he's got it. That's it right there.
140, 145 BPM.
Oh yeah.
I love that stuff.
That stuff is good. Yes.
So that's what it was, man. It was like I said, it turned out really well, man. Like it was so much energy, man.
Okay. And hip house
filled with smoke, cigarettes.
Yeah. That's how it is. But everybody liked it.
But it was nice, man.
Yeah, nice.
It was good. Everybody had a good time.
Yeah. All right, Hip House Ricky, what was your first house party or your first event that you did? Man, when did you get your chance to?
I don't know. I think it was in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Yeah, I started. We used to go to community stuff and church. Mama used to take us, and like I say, I was already kind of paying attention to music. And I think like at a church, I met this older guy. He was a DJ, and he kind of let me, like you say, we all start from down. I started helping carrying equipment. Out of the song, I started playing records, and they went okay, man. Little by little. Here, I believe the first one I did, it was downtown Aurora on Broadway. I know it was Broadway.
Yeah.
Was it Midtown? Was it the?
It was in the second floor, like in.
Wow.
Oh, second floor.
When you hit Broadway.
In New York.
Galena.
Galena. Yeah, I know Galena.
So it was a building, like before you hit to the light, there's a building in the second floor.
Yeah.
They used to do parties, I guess, there too.
Yeah,
and my first event was there. Mega Mix Lynch was the first one they invited me.
Yeah,
wow.
Lynch.
Okay.
His name was he's actually, he was not the first DJ I met in here. The first DJ that I ever met in here when I got from Puerto Rico was Miguel. His DJ name was DJ 007.
DJ 007.
DJ 007. And he introduced me to Lynch. And then Lynch went to my house. I already had Tunte with like, man, you mix okay. I couldn't even speak English still,
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna DJ this Friday and over here. He invited me, man. That was my first event, and everybody liked me, and it was okay. They were very surprised that I could mix and I could not speak English. And
it's all about the skill.
They will ask me, a lot of DJs at the beginning, how come you don't speak no English, but you mix it? I'm like, bro, it's all about the beats, the
Exactly.
music. You don't need to understand it, but you just gotta put it on beat.
Music is universal.
You know,
Music is universal.
and break is
100%.
saying, how you know about breaks? I'm like, oh, corte, because that's how they call the breaks in Puerto Rico, el corte. I'm like, yeah, bro, el corte. That's when it gets less instrumentation, and you come in with the next one.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys.
It just
So
makes it like it sounds. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
It's that easy, man.
It's that easy.
All right,
And
guys.
I didn't understand when I was playing, man. I've been buying all the freestyle back in the days from 85 to 88. And I've been playing up places, man. And I've been playing, you know, we listen to radio too, you know, it was more commercial stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, half of the stuff that I played back then, I didn't understand.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and continue this conversation, but we're gonna take one commercial break, and then we'll be back. That way, you guys can tell us how we could find you, where we can find you, how to follow you, your social media, everything like that. All right, guys. We'll see you in a second.
Are you craving a late night snack? I know I was. I was craving like a torta and some horchata. So I got my things and I headed out the door. And I knew exactly where I was gonna go. I was gonna head on over to the Pariente Mix food truck, the one located in Galena Boulevard. And that's just me turning up in my car. And within a few minutes, I arrived and I was starving. I had a strawberry horchata, which by the way is genius because I love strawberries and I love horchata. And I mean, y'all thought I was playing, but I was so hungry I got the food and I started eating on the trunk of my car. But I had this torta de chorizo with everything on it. Man, that was delicious, straight off the grill. And I love spicy food, so you know I had to put a little salsa on it, and that just topped it off. And I know you're watching this video going like, man, I want that torta right now. Then go ahead, get you some. Who's stopping you? You might ask yourself, what's your rating? My rating is a 10 out of 10. So if you haven't tried Pariente Mix yet, I suggest you come on through.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and finish up this interview. We want to know how we can reach you guys, how the people here in Aurora who are in particular in Aurora and on everybody else who watches this podcast, how they can reach you, what pages to follow, what's your Instagram, do you guys have a website where we can listen to your music? So let's go ahead and start with Insomnia.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm on Facebook and Instagram a lot.
All right, so those are your two primary ones.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, Facebook and Instagram.
I do have some mixes on SoundCloud.
Okay.
I'm under Insomnia.
Okay.
So you can find me under SoundCloud under Insomnia. And my Facebook is Ray Flores. It's RAYFLORES.
All right, we'll go ahead and put that on the screen so that you guys can see.
Yeah, and well, my Instagram, it's a little difficult. I don't know why I made it so difficult.
Why? Why'd you make it so difficult?
So it's
What
like, they'll put it on the screen for me, though.
Yeah.
It's underscore RA_YEF. So it's like Ray F.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad,
Okay.
but it's like when I explain it, it sounds like a lot like underscore.
Underscores,
But that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And do you have a website or?
No.
So if we
I
wanted
don't.
to listen to your music, would we go to SoundCloud? Like
SoundCloud.
your mixes.
Yeah.
And then are you releasing any original music anytime soon, or are you producing anything?
I have produced some. The ones that I've sent you that
Yes,
I showed.
I did hear it. Yeah.
It's been about 2 years that I've just had those sitting, just kind of working on them here.
Just
and
working
there,
on them here and
but
there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just you know, it's a lot of work, man.
It is. It is a lot.
It's a lot of
work.
work.
Yeah.
And I still need to brush up on a lot of things.
it.
So
okay.
But yeah.
But we could expect an Insomnia release maybe
Soon,
this
sometime
year
soon.
or maybe
sometime this year.
Sometime this year.
Sometime this
Okay.
year. You will get a lot of mixes though. I do put out mixes.
That's what we want. We want good music. Yes.
You can find me on. I'll also put another website on there. There's a radio show that I'm on like every now and then. So
Okay.
Go ahead and put that on there too.
Like an internet radio show?
Yeah, internet
Okay,
radio
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So
Perfect. And is events, are you doing anything soon or are you trying to?
Yeah, events. We've actually been throwing these rave events.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called events. They're SHHH. Yeah,
I like that.
It's like the
Okay.
address doesn't come out until the day of the party, the day before.
Yeah,
So,
this is one of the surprise ones.
Yeah, so been doing pretty good with those. The next one coming up is pretty big. It's going to be in Chicago,
Nice.
27th, 28th, I believe it is. It's a Friday and Saturday event. It's one after the other, so we're going to have just crazy. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts.
And if anybody wanted to know that location, they would have to follow you on Facebook or on Instagram, right?
Follow me on either one.
Definitely.
I always put out like a lot of information.
Good.
My mixes, I post like from files that I upload. I just post them like straight on there, like so people can listen, download.
Nice. Ya sabemos, Ricky. Ya sabemos, porque it's un surprise. It's un All right, Hip House Ricky. So tell us how we can find you, where we could hear you, what platforms are you using?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Probably about what is Facebook. You can find me DJ Hip House Ricky. Facebook.com. I opened a TikTok the other day, so I put some few videos in there.
TikTok? Okay.
Yeah, TikTok.
What's your Facebook name? Like
DJ Hip House Ricky.
Okay, DJ Hip House Ricky.
It'll be DJ HIP like together, and then House, and then Ricky.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then the set that you did today, which was recorded, where are you gonna put that? Are you gonna put that also on your Facebook, or?
I got a SoundCloud and a Mixcloud account.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll put that mix in there. You know, sometimes when you try to play this commercial stuff, they ban you or they block you, or
that's part of being a DJ. We all know that, right?
Yeah,
it's
the
happened to
media
everybody.
too doesn't let you. Sometimes
SoundCloud is pretty much.
It's pretty
much
tame.
yeah.
You can pretty much go on.
Yeah.
But the thing with SoundCloud is now you have to. They give you certain limits, certain mixes that you can put. If you want to put more, you have to pay.
You gotta pay more.
And that's the thing. I already filled it up, and I was like,
you gotta pay to play, bro.
You gotta pay to play,
bro. And like I said, since I haven't been really.
But the video that you recorded, that we recorded today, you're gonna put that on your Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So they could find it at his Facebook, or he also said, do you have a YouTube or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so
just Facebook.
So primarily Facebook. Facebook is where we can find it. All right, guys.
I'm old school. I don't know about this media stuff.
We need to get YouTube, bro.
Yeah, especially with this set that you did. We need to get you on YouTube, because that was some really cool scratching.
If you guys want to help me, I appreciate it.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody out there want to help me get a YouTube page?
I'm a rookie in that stuff. I admit it.
Yeah. Well, I do know that YouTube is a little bit more picky. Like SoundCloud doesn't really matter too much, your mixes, but YouTube.
I tried to put some stuff on YouTube before, but like I said, man, once you put something that they know, they just block you, or say that your video cannot be played and sent to parts, or
it'll be blocked in a certain country.
So after a while, it's like, you give up. But sometimes I see like there's other DJs that they play this stuff, and how come they don't get blocked? So I don't understand that, bro.
That's a good question. I see that as well.
It is. I play the same song the other DJ has in there, and he didn't got blocked, but somehow I got blocked. So
I do know that for a lot of DJs on YouTube, they try to mix really quick so that the algorithm can't catch, the AI can't catch.
They said
the song.
You can play songs no more than a minute.
And then also a lot of key shifting, so they'll shift 2 semitones up or down, so that it's not the original key of the song, so that way they don't hear it, and the AI doesn't catch it. So there's a lot of things that you can do.
I know they got software where you can take those, they call watermarks, or I don't know, something like that, and then you can run them through the app, and and take it out. But that's another mission. That's a process too. When you got so much music and so much stuff,
it's a whole lot of jumping through hoops, man.
Yeah, it is. But if you want to get your content out there, you have to play the game. You have to hustle. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we are very, very grateful for having you two and your amazing sets. Very beautiful and amazing sets.
I like Ricky's set.
I like Insomnia set.
We like the scratching.
Thanks,
Very good sets, guys.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure having you guys here. Thank you so much for telling us about you guys. And is there anything you wanna leave off with? Anything you wanna tell the audience here? I'm muy agradecido. Anything?
Thanks everybody for watching. Gracias a todos por mirar. Síganos en nuestras redes sociales y que Dios los bendiga. Y hasta la próxima. Si hay próxima.
Listo. How about you, Insomnia?
Thank you for having me at
that's your camera right there.
Agradecido
Muy agradecido
podcast. Tell all your friends about it.
All right, guys.
Agradecido.
Muy agradecido. All right, guys. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for seeing our episode today. And that's a cut. Let's go.